Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. We're scoreless after one.
I need to get my AirPods.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And the reinforcements coming.
Bro, I understand how weak niggas is in this game. You really got to play the safety to stop
Looking to throw Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence.
No! They done pat that shit in his head! Bruh, ain't no way.
Safety with a pick. The 40.
This game is bad.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
He bought his whole team.
Really? What the fuck?
Offense who gets him on the board for defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score.
Bought his whole team.
You're just
he's
kidding.
got a pick 6.
How about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
I ain't gonna lie, chat. I'm ass.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Pass the 20 for a short gain. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette.
Stop coming off that block, man.
Just a yard.
Hold
22.
Hold him.
2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Lawrence will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mix it up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They have great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Jaguars are going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. He's got Smith here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the first time today. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. There's 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, it's Griffin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Tripping. You gave it to me, nigga.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Get off my foot, boy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
I got business. Yes, I will bite my damn dog.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's Lawrence. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't like that.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Nobody wanted to play.
Marvin Jones, 34 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Going up top. This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Out Down to the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Take him out.
Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
DJ, you cooking tonight? There.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Your opponent has experienced network issues. Oh, man. GG's. Appreciate the dog. This ain't first started, had me sweat. Pot in the mouth, I'm sweating. Ooh, pot in the mouth, I'm sweating. Ooh. About to say, so the last one didn't count? Oh, there you go. Pot the mile, I'm sweating. Ooh, pot the mile, I'm sweating. Ooh. I can't wait for my content to actually start contenting. I can't wait till motherfuckers start plugging in. Cause as soon as they start plugging in, I'll be happy.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm
99, 97, 98.
In this one, I think it
ain't signed up to play against these
niggas. Our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way
dude had 97, 98, 99s. Yo. Like, what's going on? Like, chillax. Like, chill. Chill. I got an L. Bro, they cheating. Y'all just seen that shit firsthand. They be handing out L's and it's not even my connection. He quit and they gave me an L. That don't make sense.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll send a big tight end in motion right. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
Who that is?
Touchdown.
Who that is?
Big play there. 63 yards. And the Jags are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Curry.
Extra point by Carlson.
Yeah.
Up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Hey, yo. Hey. Goddamn Marvin Harris. I'm gonna go crazy. Not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna play with that. They give you that line.
They begin with a run by Davis. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You gotta do that. I see somebody back there that can win. Alright, bet.
Inside give to Davis. And some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown.
He trying to be funny.
A great effort there. 58 yards.
Yeah,
and his guys are an extra point away
97 speed. I got so. I'm gonna contain that every time. Man.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline. They just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you, all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
No.
On second down, here's Fournette. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Fournette. They find some open field here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. These two teams all tied after one.
Is David Garrard in here on this game? If they got David Garrard, I'd take it with David Garrard. I'm not going to lie. I'll take David Garrard. I'll take this team.
Come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second and 1. Fitzpatrick. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First down, Fitzpatrick. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle to Dick. And he loses the football a second time. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Davis. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Completes it to Hardman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Fitzpatrick caught on a slant. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Watson from 3 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On second and very short, Lawrence. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Fitzpatrick on first down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And Watson has it right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On second down, Davis. And he gets it down to the 32. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Davis. A solid stiff arm. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go again with Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Yeah,
it's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, a give to Davis. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Minister had to do it. Shit.
Here's Davis to run again on second. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35.
Come on now, stop playing in my face, man.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Fournette, a first down carry. Trucks, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now Fitzpatrick.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They declined it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I figure I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
I'm about to get off this shit.